Welcome to AmeenAcademy.com. Let us do Pandya Dynasty in the wars and battles. The Pandyan Civil War from 1169 to 1177 was precipitated by rival claims of succession to the Pandya throne. The civil war began between Parakrama Pandyan and his nephew Kulasekhara Pandyan and lasted for the next 15 years between successive Pandyan kings. The war gradually spread to the rest of the southern India when the Chola King Rajadhiraja II and the Sinhalese King Parakramabahu I of Pulanarva entered the fray and took opposing sides of the conflict, eager to increase their influence in the Pandya kingdom. About 1169, Kulasekhara besieged Madurai, forcing the Pandyan king Parakrama first to appeal to the Sinhalese king Parakramabahu I for assistance. But before Parakramabahu I's army could reach Madurai, Parakrama I had been executed, and Kulasekhara Pandyan had ascended the throne. However, Parakrama's son Veerapandyan III sided the Pulanarva forces led to General Lankapura Dandanatha. The Pulanarva army invaded the Pandyan kingdom and Kulasekharan Pandyan was forced into exile. Now we'll discuss further about Pandyan Dynasty, wars and battles. The Pandya Dynasty fought in several wars and battles, including Pandyan Civil War. This war took place in 1169 to 1177 and was fought between Parakrama Pandyan and his nephew Kulasekhara Pandyan over the Pandyan throne. The war spread to other kingdom in southern India when the Chola King Rajadhiraja II and the Sinhalese King Parakramabahu I entered the conflict. Wars against Chola and Hoysalas. Maravarman Kulasekhara Pandyan I fought against the Cholas under Rajendra Chola III and the Hoysalas under Ramanatha. He defeated both in 1279 CE and entered the Cholas' rule that had lasted for 3 centuries. Expedition to the north. Jatavarman Sundarapandyan I led to an expedition to the north after subduing the Kadava Koperinjodan II. He defeated a Telugu army of Mudugur and captured Kanchipuram in 1258. Malik Kafur's invasion. Malik Kafur invaded the Pandya kingdom and raided Birdul, Kannanur, Barmatpuri, Madurai and Rameshwaram. The Pandyan military used a variety of weapons including shield, swords, spears, tridents, maces, bows and arrows. The Pandyan Civil Wars. We will talk about the Pandyan Civil Wars. The Pandyan Civil War from 1169 to 1179 CE. The details of the Pandyan Civil War can be best sourced from the Mahavamsa, which is a non-canonical text written in Pali about the king of Sri Lanka. According to the text, the Pandyan kingdom was ruled by Parakrama Pandya I, which is capital at Madurai. His contemporary and rival Kulasekhara Pandya wished to claim the Pandyan throne for himself. He was a subordinate of the Cholas and thus had their support with him. He attacked Parakrama Pandya I and as a result the Pandyan Civil War started. The Sri Lankan king Parakramabahu I instructed his general Lankapura Dandanatha to fight on behalf of Veera Pandya and install him on the Pandyan throne. After being surrounded by the enemy, Parakrama Pandya I sought assistance from the Sri Lankan King Parakramabahu I. On the other hand, Kulasekhara Pandya was supported by the Chola Emperor Rajadhiraja Chola II. Kulasekhara Pandya killed Parakrama Pandya I, one's wife and children and ascended the throne before the Sinhalese King Parakramabahu I could send help. However, Veerapandya, the son of Parakrama Pandya I, managed to escape. He took the place of to his father to fight against Kulasekhara Pandya. The Sri Lankan king Parakramabahu I instructed his general Lankapura Dandanatha to fight on behalf of Veerapandya and install him on the Pandyan throne. However, rather than heading for Madurai, Lankapura Dandanatha landed at Rameswaram and captured the city, which remained in the Sri Lankan hands for the next 30 years. A fortress called Parakramapura was built at this place. He along with Veera Pandya, tried to fight with Kulasekhara Pandya during the early phase of war. However, he had support of the Cholas and he fight fiercely with Rajendra Chola II, sending a powerful force led by Pallavarayar for his aid. The Chola army fought two battles with the Sri Lankan forces at Ilanilla and Ponnamaravati. Lankapura won both battles, laid siege on Kulasekhara in Madurai, and seized the city. Veerapandya was restored to power but only as a puppet. After this, Lankapura fought another battle in the Chola territory and invaded Tondi and Pasi. The Chola king Rajadhiraja Chola II prepared to plan to kill Lankapura along with other commanders of the Sri Lankan army and sent a force under his commander Tiruchitambala Mudiyan Perumanambi to eliminate the Sri Lankans and install Kulasekhara Pandya on the throne. Perumanambi conquered the Pandyan kingdom and installed Kulasekhara Pandya as the king with full Chola protection to him. According to the Pallavarayampete inscription, Lankapura was defeated in 1171 CE and his head was nailed to the gates of Madurai by Rajendra Chola II. Hearing this news, Parakramabahu I prepared for another invasion of the Chola kingdom. However, on getting the news, Rajendra Chola II sent an army commanded by Annan Pallavarayan to launch a surprise attack. He invaded Sri Lanka and destroyed Parakramabahu's preparations for war. After destroying the preparations, the Cholas provided support to Sri Vallabha, who was the nephew Parakramabahu I and a rival claimant to the Sri Lankan throne. Parakramabahu I took a reverse step and requested Kulasekhara Pandya in invading the Chola's kingdom. In lieu, he offered him costly gifts. Kulasekhara Pandya invaded the Chola kingdom, but he was defeated and driven out. The Chola forces then invaded the Pandya kingdom and installed Veera Pandya on the throne after deposing Kulasekhara Pandya. Later, the civil war merged with Pandyan War fought between the two brothers Veera Pandya and Vikrama Pandya, which also involved the Chola king Kulothunga Chola III. Battle of Chevu. association of Aditya Chola II. Para, Parantaka Chola II or Madurantakan Sundara Chola was the son of Arinjaya Chola and Kalyani, a princess from the clan of Vaidumbas. Para, Parantaka Chola II probably ruled for 12 years from 957 to 970 CE. When he ascended the throne, the size of the Chola kingdom had become very small and it had become powerless. On the other hand, the Pandyas, the rival of the Cholas, had regained their power and uh, ancestral lands. At the time, the ruler of the Pandyan Empire was Veerapandya. Immediately after becoming a king, Parantaka Chola II directed his attention towards the growing strength of the Pandyas in the south. After repulsing Gandaratya's attempts to restore Chola supremacy in the Pandyan kingdom, Veerapandya was ruling as an independent ruler. Parantaka Chola too carefully planned to attack an attack on the Pandyan Empire. He gave a battalion of the army to be led by his son Aditya Chola I. The invading Chola army met the Pandyas at Cheyur. Cheyur. The inscription about Aditya Chola II refers to him as a Veerapandian Talaikonda Aditya Karihalan, which means Aditya Karihalan who took the head of Veera Pandyan. According to the Leiden copper plate inscription, Parantaka Chola II caused rivers of blood to flow in this battle. Aditya Chola II, as a 12-year-old boy, accompanied his father to the battlefield and fought with great courage. This battle was finds place in several other inscriptions. The enemy troops were destroyed and Veera Pandya took refuge in the Sahivotri mountain. He was being helped by the ruler of Ceylon and the Chola army was badly defeated. Furious with his Aditya Chola too joined him with the another wing of the Chola army and a furious battle took place between both sides. Aditya Chola too destroyed everyone who came in his way and the Pandya troops started to run for their lives. They were chased by him and slaughtered. Veeramandya was brutally defeated by Parantaka Chola II and his son Aditya Chola II. And inscriptions about Aditya Chola II refers to him as Veerapandian Talaikonda Aditya Karihalan, which means Aditya Karihalan who took the head of Veerapandian. Aditya Chola II chopping Veerapandya's head is depicted in the movie Ponniyin Selvan 1, which is an official adoption of author Kalki Krishnamurti in 1955 Tamil novel of the same name. After this war, Parantaka Chola II continued to invade and annex more parts of the Pandyan Empire. At the time, Sri Lankan King Mahinda IV was an ally of the Pandyan Empire, and as a result, the Cholas also invaded Sri Lankan Empire. Aditya Chola too was brutally killed by the Pandyas in order to avenge the death of Veera Pandya and as a result, the tragedy shook the entire Chola Empire as well as Parantaka Chola too. After his death, Uttama Chola forced Parantaka Chola too to declare him as heir apparent. Parantaka Chola too accepted his demand on the condition that after Uttama Chola, the children of Aditya Chola too would succeed to the throne and the wish was fulfilled. Later, Parantaka Chola too died a broken-hearted man. Battle of Tirupurambiyam and the rise of the Cholas. The Battle of Tirupurambiyam was fought between the Pandyas and the Pallavas with the Cholas supporting them. The battle was probably fought in 879 CE during the period of Vijayalaya Chola. It was a confederacy of the Pallavas, the Western Ganga dynasty, the medieval Cholas, the Pallava king Aparajit, and the Pandya king Rajadhiraja Pandyan near modern day Kumbakonam. Tiruppurambayam is a small town near Tanjore in the Tamil Nadu state of India. It gained prominence after the battles of Tiruppurambayam. The Cholas were just marginal rulers at the time of war, while the prominent dynasties ruling the south at that time were the Pandyas and the Pallavas. Vijayalaya Chola, who is credited with the re-establishment of the Chola dynasty, tried to utilize the opportunity of the brimming war between Pallavas and the Pandyas. They captured Tanjore from the Mutturayars, after which the Pandya king Varugunavarama II became a close ally of the Pallava king Nandivarman III. Nandivarma III wanted to curb the growing influence of Vijayalaya Chola and the so-called Varagunavarma for help. By the time Vijayalaya Chola had got old and so crowned his son Aditya Chola I as the new Chola king. During his reign, the Battle of Tiruppurambayam was fought. After the death of Pallava king Nandivarma III in 869 CE, differences arose between his eldest son Nirpatunga and another son Aparajit, who both wanted to become rulers. Nirpatunga sought the support of the Pandyas, taking advantage of the conflict between the brothers. The Pandya king Varaguna Pandya tried to force the Pallava king Aparajit into submission. On the other hand, Aparajit was supported by the Western Ganga king Piridivipati and Aditya Chola I. The battle. The armies of the Pallavas, the Western Ganges, and the Cholas met the Pandyas at Tiruppurambayam. In the first 3 days of the war, the Pallava army under Aparajit suffered a heavy loss. However, Vijayalaya, even after his old age, reached the battlefield and a new wave of energy swept across the army. Inspired by this, the Pallavas started to fight with more courage and thus the Pallavas won the battle. According to the Udayendram plates and Prithvi II and Prithvi I was killed after a heroic fight. A Pallipadi temple was built in his memory at Tiruppurambayam. The Pandyas lost the battle and Varuguna Pandya retired. The maximum benefit of the war went to the Chola, and the Pallavas gave many regions around the Tanjore from Mutturayars and the Cholas as a reward, which resulted in the re-establishment of the Chola power in the south. The battle also led to the downfall of the Pallavas and the Pandyas. The Pandyas were completely rooted from the scene and never recovered from the loss for the coming 2 centuries. The Cholas declared their independence while the Pallavas were forced to give heavy concessions to the Chola feudatories. Eventually, the Pallava kingdom was annexed by the Chola during the reign of Aditya Chola. So far, we discussed about wars and battles in Pandya kingdom. We have done. Please subscribe our YouTube channel.